All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. Welcome back to another one of these quick WMMA chat videos. Like I said, just doing these videos whenever I'm on the fly, don't have time to do a podcast, and there's a few things I just want to, get y'all hip to and give y'all my thoughts on. So I got a few topics here I just want to run through and give y'all my thoughts on real quick. First up, guys, I know most of y'all already know. Y'all already seen an IG post from Vlismas, but looks like Vlismas, she's also going to be on maternity leave. That's right, she's pregnant. She posted this on her IG. She said, well, I guess it's time for me to announce. I'm expecting. The joy these past few months have been knowing I'm bringing a life into this world is unmatched. As far as my career goes, yes, I still will be fighting. I will now be joining the Strong Moms Club. Out for a minute. All right. So, yeah, she did post up like a little video, like one of those little gender reveal videos. And I guess she's expecting a baby boy. Now she's going to have a boy. So, yeah, congrats to Vlismas. Not really going into the details of who the father is and all that. I know she had broken up with her husband. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. But, yeah, looks like she's going to be out of the mix, unfortunately. That's the third one in the strawweight division. Her, Tisha, and Carla. And, my thoughts on that, that's what you got to do. As women, sometimes you got to go ahead and take that break now. And, go ahead and have the baby at a young age. So, then she can get back into fighting, So she won't be out too long, maybe probably the rest of this year. Probably we'll see her back sometime in like mid-2024, right? So, yeah, other than that, like I said, Tisha Torres, she's going to be out for a while. Carla Esparza. So now you can add Vlismas to that list. All right. So now we got some other shocking, well, I won't say shocking news, but sad news. It's rather sad news for these UFC fighters, but we knew it was coming. We got two fighters that are cut from the flyweight division and the bantamweight division. We knew this was coming, though. Jin Yoon Kim and Jessica Rose Clark, they are out. They are now out of the UFC. Jin Yoon Kim coming off a controversial loss to Mandy Boom this past weekend by technical decision. And Jessica Rose Clark coming off her third loss in a row, So we knew this was coming. That's why I said it was time for these two fighters to really bite down and really work on their game. I think for Jessica Rose Clark, I think she was really trying. She was trying to add more to her game, but she was just in there with better advanced grapplers, you know what I mean? Fighters that were already on their submission game. And it was just kind of evidence that, if you don't evolve and you don't switch up your game early, these girls that come into the game, even if they are unranked, they will be ahead of you. And that's what I always said. Like, there's some fighters that are unranked that I think have some better techniques than some of the higher ranked fighters, if that makes sense. There are some fighters on the lower level I see that might have better ability to turn over their punches or better grappling skills than some of the higher level fighters. And then eventually it'll show when they step their game up, right? So, yeah, looking back at Jin Yoon Kim, coming off her loss to Mandy Boom, that puts her at five fights in a row that she lost. Her last win was against Nadia Kassim, which was almost like, 3.5 years ago. And that was like her biggest win. Her overall record in the UFC is 3-7. I mean, she's lost to like Molly McCann, Antonina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso, Lucy Pudilova. It's like the list goes on, So every time she stepped her game up, she would come up short against these fighters. So, yeah, 3-7, 5 in a row. It's time to go. Jess, like I said, 3 fights in a row she's lost, all submission losses to, I think it was Lisboa, Stephanie Edgar, and Julia Stoyarenko. So, yeah, let me see. Yeah, her overall record is 4-5 in the UFC. She's beat fighters like Beck, Paige, Jocelyn Edwards, Sarah Alpar. So, yeah, she was just always kind of in the middle there, always beating like some subpar competition. But when the fighter stepped it up with a little bit better skills, she would come up short. So, yeah, I think from here, man, like with both fighters in their mid-30s, I'm not sure if they'll be able to rise to the occasion again and really like go on this big win streak in another organization and then fight their way back to the UFC, kind of like Lucy Pudilova was able to do, even like Angela Hill, she was still like young when she was able to win the Invicta FC belt and get herself a second go-round in the UFC, right? But for fighters like this, they've been here so long and there's never really like any major improvements in their game. They can never just level up or even like get a ranking, well, especially for Jin Yoon Kim. I believe Jessie just had a ranking at one point, but fighters like this, they just never step out of the box and just never go for it and change. I don't know if they'll be back, so maybe, just maybe, Jessie Jess or Jin Yoon Kim, they can find a home in Bellator. I hope so. I hate to see him go like that. I'm a fan of Jessie Jess, and I think Jin Yoon Kim is an exciting fighter, even though she is on the losing side. But when you're racking up losses over and over, it might be time to hang it up, That's all I got to say on that one. But as for Jin Yoon Kim's opponent last Saturday, Mandy Boom is still going in. Mandy Boom is still going in on Jin Yoon Kim, because Jin Yoon Kim, I believe she had it, she had it out for Mandy Boom because of the situation where Mandy had to pull out of the fight, and it kind of set Jin Yoon Kim back. I know Jin Yoon Kim had to deal with a funeral, her grandmother's funeral, so she was going through a lot. But like like Mandy Boom said, she was sick, and she also had some visa issues. This is what she said. She said, "This is so stupid." She ran away from a split decision fighter. "I went on vacation to Germany. Sorry, girl, that I was sick and I needed a new visa." All right. She said, "I know you wish I showed up super sick, but at the end of it all, she did all that stupid illegal stuff. She was unsure in what direction the final round was going and was more than happy to get disqualified than lose a split decision." All right. So she sees it that way, that she's trying to find a way out. I think everybody has their way of looking at this fight. Some people thought Mandy was looking for her way out. She just said, "Hey, I caught her knee. I don't have to continue anymore. I did enough to win the fight." And Jin Yoon Kim was looking for a way out because she was just emotionally invested in the fight instead of being, more so just on her game. You know what I mean? So I really don't know at this point. Hey, Mandy Boom, she got her victory. She's still here. She still needs a lot. She still needs to work on a lot in her game as well. So from here, it's just like move on from it. I know some people ask me should they run it back. No, because Jin Yoon Kim is gone. This is just one of those crazy things that happen when emotion gets caught up into it. Mandy Boom just has to move on. I think she should fight somebody like JoJo Calderwood or maybe like Montana De La Rosa to see where she really stands. All right. And this last piece of news I just wanted to touch on here real quick. Give me 1 second. I was just looking at IG. And hold on, let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, here we go. Last but not least, Chris Cyborg posted this up on her Twitter. She said, "Day 1025, waiting on Cat Zingano to sign the Bellator bout agreement." All right. She tagged Cat Zingano. She tagged Bellator. And she even put alphacatzingano.com in the tweet. And she put this little old woman picture. I guess that's supposed to be her waiting. She's getting older, and she's just sitting there waiting. All right. And McCourt answered. Leah McCourt actually reposted on IG and said, "Hey, give her the pen and she'll sign it." She said, "Hey, if Cat Zingano don't want to fight, she'll take it." All right. So as y'all know, these two had just fought, Leah and Cat, and Leah McCourt had come up short in the fight. She gave Cat a pretty spirited performance, but I guess she's just saying that, hey, Leah McCourt feels like, hey, if Cat Zingano still is not signed, Leah McCourt would have been the one to sign a lot quicker, which is kind of strange, though, ain't it? Cat Zingano was the winner of this fight with Leah McCourt, which was going to be a potential title eliminator, I guess. But why has she not signed? Why has she not really said anything like, this fight's a go? I fought 4 times in Bellator. This is the fight to make now. This fight should be a go. It seems like everybody else seems more game about it. Like, Sarah McMahon just came in, and Sarah McMahon already wants to take that title shot after beating Arlene Blencowe. Leah McCourt was on the losing end of the Cat Zingano fight, and she's actually responded back to Chris Cyborg, right? She said, hey, give her the pen, she'll sign up. So it's just kind of strange, right? I don't know if Cat Zingano really wants this fight at this point. Like, is it really the money thing? It can't be. This should have been all discussed before before even signing to Bellator, right? Because when she signed to Bellator, I'm assuming that title fights were already in discussion. A title fight was already in discussion, and the money and everything was already being discussed, saying, okay, the amount raises every time you beat somebody, or the fashion that you beat them, how quick you get up in the rank, whatever, right? I thought all of that was already discussed. That's why I just don't understand why that fight has not been, like, announced yet and already in her contract. It just seems kind of strange. So I don't know if Leah McCourt wants to cut in line and she wants to give Chris Cyborg a fight. At this point, it's just like, why not? Anybody that just wants to fight her out of the 7 featherweights they have ranked, why not? But me personally, I wouldn't want to see that. Like, I think Sarah McMahon would be the one to take on Chris Cyborg. You know, that's just me, since she was the one that wanted to be a higher ranked fighter. So yeah, what's up with that fight? I don't know, guys. Let me know what y'all think. But that's all I got on this one. Oh yeah, as y'all already know, I got to talk about this fight in every single video I do from here. UFC 292 is going down. And guess who the co-main event is? Weili and Mandy Lemos. That's right, y'all. Told y'all, just hold your horses. This fight's going to be announced, because there was no way, in my opinion, that Weili was going to wait over a year and some change. Again, I'll say she was not going to wait over a year and some change to get back into the octagon and take on Zingano. Now, if they would have bumped it up, I think she would have, but that wouldn't have been fair to Zingano. Zingano deserves a full camp. It's only going to be a 7-month wait for Zingano, which is a normal turnaround. But fighters that were on the same timetable was Weili and Mandy Lemos. So 2-2, right? I know it kind of puts the big fight at risk, but hey, you want to make good fights, period. And, if somebody else gets there first, fair is fair, right? Lemos had got there first. She got her 2 wins in a row, so we give her a shot. I know the other fight means so much more to, the Weili fans and even the Yan fans and the Chinese fans in general, because of the potential money that can be made, especially for Dana White. But hey, this fight here is for legacy and money, right? You can still make some money off this one. This is going to be a good fight, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm out. Peace.